Time now for the award-winning OTR Pop Quiz. It hasn't, I don't know what award it's actually won, but
it's the Ed Harding Award.
Yeah, right.
The coveted Ed Harding Award.
That goes nowhere. Right. Okay, here we go. Question 1. Ocean Spray, the well-known marketer of all things cranberries, is headquartered in the 4th District. It's in Lakeville. Your question with the answers on the screen. Acknowledging that cranberries are tart. You know, we have to really dig deep to find an important question that you can answer. But acknowledging that cranberries are tart, what is the percentage of water in cranberry juice? Is it 96, is it 86, or is it 76? This is the percentage of water.
It is 96%.
That's what I thought. It's 86, actually, according to the experts at Wikipedia.
My guess
86.
is that in between 96 and 86 is the sugar.
The sugar,
I'll
right?
be candid, that was a complete guess.
Yeah, right. This is a true or false question right now. So the town of Berkeley in your district and the city of Berkeley in California. Now, obviously, it's the same pronunciation, but they are spelled differently. One has the Berkeley and one has Berkeley, but they're pronounced the same way. So here's the true or false question. Are they named after the same person?
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are. George Berkeley. It's believed the clerical error, and the way that they spell it in California, by the way, is the way that George Berkeley spelled his name. It's believed the clerical error in Massachusetts led to that missing E. The last Republican to represent the 4th District in Congress was also former mayor of Worcester. Can you name him? And this is the last Republican to represent the 4th. Was it Winslow? Was it Stubbs? Was it Holmes? Samuel Winslow, George Stubbs, Per Holmes.
George Stubbs.
Per Holmes served from 1931 to 47 when Worcester was part of the 4th District at the time. So
I thought we had, didn't Barney Frank beat a Republican who was holding the seat?
Well, it was. I don't think it was the. It was not known as the 4th.
District.
It was not a 4th district. It was another number. I can't remember. You think I'd remember because I covered it, but.
You have a Labrador Retriever.
Donut.
Named Donut. So we're going to finish with a pooch question. It's a true or false question. On the American Kennel Club's list of most popular breeds, the Labrador Retriever is number 1. Is that true or false?
I know that it used to be, so I'm gonna bet on inertia and say that it's still true. Yes.
It is true. It is, as our dear friend, the dear departed Dick Albert would say, it is true. And now you're off the hot seat.
He bet at 500, right?
No, I think it's 3 out of 4.
Oh, you had 3 out of 4? Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't keeping track.
I didn't have to phone a friend.
750. Didn't have to phone a friend.
Speaking of numbers, the midterms are just 3 months away now. Democrats have a slight advantage in fundraising. Republicans have a gerrymandering edge in many states. How optimistic are you that the Democrats will hold on to the House?
I'm optimistic. I think that we are in very good shape to hold on to the Senate, partly because the candidates that the GOP are nominating are totally outside the mainstream and sometimes can't even piece together full sentences. And then in the House, there's no two ways around it. It's a tough midterm environment. It generally is in the president's first midterm. But it's not a referendum, it's a choice. And the choice is more stark than on almost any election in my memory. We have Democrats who have just passed the biggest climate action in history, who have passed a once-in-a-generational infrastructure and science set of bills, and who have lowered healthcare costs for millions of Americans. Republicans have been consumed about rolling back the clock more than 50 years to deprive women of access to reproductive care and of arming teachers in response to gun violence.
So the Trump factor playing a big part in the key tight races right now in the House?
I think to the extent that voters are reminded about who Trump is and what he represents, that's a good thing for Democrats because Trump has always been unpopular, and this is, I think, too little remarked upon, is that he's actually historically unpopular and always has been. But again, this is not a presidential election. This is not about how voters feel about Joe Biden, and it's not about how voters feel about Donald Trump. It's about what voters want Congress to do in the next 2 years of Joe Biden's term. And I think voters are going to say, we want you to continue lowering healthcare costs and taking on the great challenges of the day, climate action, infrastructure, China.
But before we let you go, you've got a hefty campaign war chest, with the exception of the House Ways and Means Chairman Richard Neal. You have millions more than any other member of the Massachusetts House delegation. Forgive the simple nature of the question, but why?
My focus in my first term has been to help other Democrats in tough seats. Jared Golden in the Maine second, Seth Magaziner for an open seat in Rhode Island. In Connecticut, we've got Johanna Hayes and Joe Courtney, Annie Kuster, and Chris Pappas in New Hampshire. People think of New England as a solid blue wall. It's not. These midterms are going to be tough. They need help. And through my leadership PAC, I've committed to helping them both financially and with field power.
But within your own account for yourself, You've got almost $1 million more than most anybody else except for Neil. So I guess most people want to know, what are your plans for your future? Can you see yourself running for another seat?
My plans for the future are in the 118th Congress to be an excellent representative for the people of Massachusetts 4th.
Did you expect another answer?
No, I did not. But I have to say before we go, you gracefully handled the president's flub when the president arrived and pronounced that. I won't repeat it.
Did
but
you
pronounced
swallow
it for the,
hard
You
when
did
he
a great
that?
job with that.
Did you swallow hard?
So it was water off my back, because people always get my name wrong. I will say my family was a little frustrated, because it's not often that the president says your last name, and so we kind of wanted to
hit it home
hit a home run.
You did a great job. No, you hit a home run. It was great. All right, thanks again to Jake Auchincloss.